Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Group 16 from Communication 300 at San Diego State University. In this video, we are going to break down the theory of cognitive dissonance. What is cognitive dissonance, you ask? Well, back in 1957, Leon Festinger developed the term cognitive dissonance as a way to describe the confusion people feel when they have two conflicting thoughts. This confliction may be that you are dieting but really want to have a chocolate cake, or the more common example of being a smoker yet knowing that smoking is bad for you. These conflicting views create tension within you that you will want to decrease. For instance, take a look into the life of our friend Bob. Bob has been dieting for 3 days now, but just walked into a room with a delicious chocolate cake. While chocolate cake is not a part of his diet, he could not resist. Cognitive dissonance theory assumes that Bob will look for a way to decrease the internal tension he feels from eating the cake. He may decide to stop dieting or change his belief that chocolate cake is unhealthy. Or maybe Bob will decide that it's just one cake, and next time he's in this tempting situation, he will have no problem denying the cake. Festinger hypothesized 3 ways in which people avoid this type of tension. The first way to avoid experiencing cognitive dissonance is called selective exposure. This is when you only look at information that supports your beliefs. This means that our friend Bob will likely avoid talking to his personal trainer and rather talk to people who believe in multiple cheat day diets. Bob will also choose to avoid articles saying that cake is unhealthy and instead search Google for all the ways cake is healthy. Festinger also hypothesized that cognitive dissonance is likely to be strong when making a big decision. He called this post-decision dissonance. Post-decision dissonance is often high when the decision is very important, took a long time to decide between different options, and is hard to reverse. In order to reduce this post-decision dissonance, one will look to others for reassurance that they made the right decision. This is actually exactly what Frank is experiencing right now. Frank needs to find the perfect couch to finish off his home design plan for Beyoncé. If Beyoncé doesn't like this couch, Frank will lose the money from the bid and will not be given a second chance. Frank knows that a black couch is sleek and very Beyoncé, but the yellow couch may be that extra pop that the room needs to stand out. He spends 1 month comparing the options and finally decided on the yellow couch. Within the next 2 days before showing Beyoncé the house, Frank has been questioning his decision and stressing that he may have picked the wrong couch. Luckily, Frank is friends with Bob, who encouraged him that yellow is way cooler than black. Frank has also been reading many reviews about how great the yellow couch is. This has helped Frank feel a little less tension with his decision. Finally, Festinger hypothesized that people don't need huge incentives to do something. Instead, he believed that by offering just enough incentive or a minimal justification, people would not only change their action, but also change their beliefs and attitudes. Susan, Bob's personal trainer, is familiar with cognitive dissonance theory and has used this idea of minimal justification to encourage Bob to change his attitude towards working out. On the first day of training, Bob thought working out was painful, boring, and a waste of time. Susan told Bob that if he would say he was enjoying his workout for 3 weeks, that she would allow him to have a thin slice of cake. While Susan could have offered a full cake, she knew that all Bob needed to agree was a thin slice. By accepting this small incentive, Festinger believed that Bob would not only change his behavior by saying that the workouts were fun, but would also change his attitude and start to truly believe that working out was fun. However, if Bob was offered a full cake, he would likely just comply to Susan's conditions without changing his beliefs. As seen through the lives of Bob and Frank, cognitive dissonance is something that people encounter in everyday life. Thanks to Festinger's cognitive dissonance theory and 3 hypotheses, we can better understand the internal tension we feel and the actions that people use to reduce this tension. Thanks for tuning in.